everybody. Hope you guys have been doing very well and that you've been very blessed. Now, to say we live in a bad world, in a terrible world, is just simply an understatement. We undoubtedly live in a cruel world, in a vicious world, in a terrible world. There's so much cruelty, there's so much bad things, there's so much animosity, anguish that happens all around us. We've got terrorist attacks, we've got rape, we've got robberies, we've got murders, we've got murder suicides, we've got floods, we've got droughts, there's so many things man made and natural, mainly man made, rather, the murders, etc., that happen around us. But if you slowly take just a gasp, just a thought rather, and just think about it. Just because we live in a small world doesn't mean that we have to abide by what happens in the world or we set our own pace. I was watching a documentary where a young man from Iran or Iraq, he was troubled by what was happening around him, but he was a young man, 8 years old, and he was trying to say that just because there's so many things happening around where I live, I want to try and be that change. He was trying to aspire and trying to think and trying to do better because he asserted himself in a way that I'm better than this. I'm better than the things that are happening around me. I don't want to be cruel. I don't want to be a part of what happens around me. I want to be an effective change. And that made me really think about all the things that I mentioned before, the murders, the rapes, whatever. Are we really standing up? Are we really fighting for what is right? Though the system might fail us, though society will fail us, though the world will fail us, but are we still fighting? Though our voices may not, though justice may not be served, though things may not go accordingly at certain times, but are we still making sure that our voices are being heard? Every time a child, a woman, anybody is raped, are we crying out? Are we protesting? Every time murders happen, are we seeking justice? Though we don't always get it, but do we fight against it? Though there are terrorist attacks happening, do we speak against that? Those are some of the things that we think about. And though it may not always go the way that we want it to go, one thing we should always be doing and constantly doing is speaking out against all of the cruelty that's happening in the world. As a Christian, I always look to the Word, and I find so much encouragement from reading the Bible, from fellowshipping with other people. One of the lessons that I take to heart is that we are not of the world, we're simply passing by. But while we are passing by, what change are we making? What change are we doing to change the massive cruelty that's going on around us? What effects are we doing when bad things happen in our society, at the world at large? Are we speaking out against theft? Are we speaking out against murders? Are we speaking out against rape? Are we speaking out against murder suicides? What are we doing to decrease that cruelty, to decrease that sense of animosity that's happening around us? So my encouragement to you, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Just because the world is cruel doesn't mean that we have to be cruel. Maybe a small percentage of people may be doing the right thing, but it's okay. That small percentage can impact more and more and more and more lives as we go. It just simply needs effort. Seek the Lord. Meditate on His Word. Though life may be cruel, God is everlasting and He will never change. Seek His gospel, seek His counsel, seek His word. Surround yourselves by those who uplift your spirits. Don't be cruel. Be kind, be loving, be compassionate to one another. God bless you.